Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Weekly Money. Before I get into this week's content, whether you're already hauling loads, preparing to get started, or if you just discovered this hotshot trucking industry and you're still kicking tires, I've created a free 7-part video training for you, and in it I explain the behind the scenes of how this business works. You can download that for free on my website and start watching it right now. And for those of you wanting a full free month of DAT Loadboard access, or if you're interested in using the same factoring company, free fuel card, or ELD companies that me and most of my drivers use, I'll explain how to sign up step by step at the end of this episode. Speaking of this episode, let's get moving. So this has been a really interesting load. I want to say it totally fell in my lap. Yesterday was Monday, today's Tuesday. I took a mental health day yesterday. I just ran too many days straight and I wasn't in a good place. I had to just relax and get grounded again and be home and spend some time home. Hey, to each his own, that's my style. So anyway, and the broker that I work with a lot texted me and said, hey, I got a load in New Jersey going to Connecticut. Do you want it? Afternoon, he said, well, actually it's an exchange. You'll be bringing something from New Jersey back to the same place in Connecticut. I said, what's the rate? He said $450 for each trip. I was like, sold. The driver that dropped this off, or dropped both of these off, dropped the wrong load in the wrong place. The lesson is look at your serial numbers on your paperwork, on your rate con, and on your BOL, and make sure they coincide with the product itself. I'm guilty of not doing that all the time. This could have been me that dropped off the wrong load in the wrong place. Not sure how ugly it is for the other guy, for the other driver, but he could have probably got docked some money or, whatever, not gotten paid his whole, agreed rate, but, or maybe some of their money went to me for correcting this, or whatever. I don't know. That's beyond my pay grade, but nonetheless, this is a swap, and I'm dropping this off, picking up something right here, and bringing it right back to where I picked this piece up. Not a bad 900 for the day. Just swapping one for the other. This is the replacement. It's been put on, and I'm gonna tarp it and get out of here. There she goes to her correct resting place. Friday. It's Friday. Yeah, I literally took just about the whole week off. Listen, I'm not advocating or trying to sell a dream here. That has to do with part-time hotshotting. That's not what I'm trying to show here at all. Many of you email me every day and ask me, hey, can I do this part-time? Can I do this on the weekends? On the weekends, no, because shippers and receivers do not open on the weekends. Very rarely do they. If you want to get into car hauling, a little bit easier because dealerships, as long as you're picking up from a car dealership or dropping to a car dealership, those folks are open on the weekends. Otherwise, it's a weekday thing. Car hauling is a bit easier because they open later, especially if you're going to a car dealership. More on everything car hauling in my car hauling video, which will be out later in 2021 because right now I'm busy on the road, and next month I'll be in Texas setting up a new business with a partner of mine, and I'll be caught up with that. So by the time I get some free time to dig into the crates super deep, as you guys know that I do, extrapolate everything that you need to know, make it all nice and neat and presentable and engaging for you to watch. And of course, that's going to be later in the year, maybe fall, maybe winter, when you're going to need car hauling because freight does slow down at the end of every year. Fall to winter, November to March, which every industry for the most part slows down because everybody's spending money on Christmas. Consumers aren't consuming, businesses aren't selling to consumers, so they slow down too. Anyway, enough preaching, enough strategy. Yes, it's Friday. I did not work Monday. I worked Tuesday. Did $900 on Tuesday. Wednesday I took off because I had to get some dental work done. Had a cleaning and some other good stuff done. Maintenance. Got to keep up on maintenance. We're not getting younger. Got to stay maintenance. Just like these vehicles, got to stay maintenance. Yesterday was Thursday. I was looking for loads. I got called with this load on Thursday. End of the day, I hadn't found anything. One of the brokers that I've done business with called me and said, hey, can you do this? I'm not going far at all with this. He wanted to pay $350. I said $4. We met in the middle at $375. I'm not going many miles at all. I'll put it on the screen here. And that's that. So this is taking me further down south to Connecticut, close to 95. Then another broker that I do a lot of work with called me and said, hey, I got something coming out of Jersey going to New Hampshire, paying $750. So essentially, this is an $1,100 day. Add that with the $900 I made on Tuesday. I worked 2 days this week and made $1,900. It's possible, folks. Not saying it's the way it is. It's the exception, not the rule, not the norm, but it's possible. Just watch all my videos on this channel. You see how I've done it. I've grinded and now I'm on old man mode, and I like it. I'm gonna get to tarping. And by the way, really quick, let's talk about tarping. A lot of guys hate tarping. I think it's fun. You're out here minding your own business. I don't smoke cigars or cigarettes, but if I did, I'd have one in my mouth right now, taking my time, unrolling my tarp, especially on a day where I'm not grinding out. Take your time. And I like to make it neat. It's a personal project for me. I want to make sure the OGs that see me on the road don't say that guy's new, or look at those Hotshotters. They don't know blank about anything. They're all messy, looking crazy on the road. I don't want to be that guy that adds that stigma or that encourages that stigma to what we do, to our industry, the hotshot industry. So I want to make sure that I do this nice and neat. I'll show you real quick what it looks like when I'm done. This, I'm going to tarp this obviously. So I'm just going to line up my straps to where they need to go, because this is obviously just aluminum sheets, not much to them. I am going to use edge protectors because I don't want my straps to bend down on them. So I'm going to pull those out in a bit. But more importantly, once you tarp, you won't be able to see what's under the tarp. And I don't want to strap here when I'm tarped. I mean, if it's a durable material, it doesn't matter, but I don't want to strap this material here. I'd rather strap it here. So the weight is, on this wood, weight's coming down, weight's going down on this pressure point. This one I've already pretty much lined up. This one I've pretty much lined up. These are 4 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, and as you can see, they're all separate. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this already lined up. I'm gonna snug them closer together and just go over. I don't like that one is taller than these, so I may put some wood on top of this just so my strap touches everything, like that, nice and flat. We'll see. And this, I'm actually gonna pull this whole set of things back because I want these to be lined up with this strap. This strap does not move on my trailer. This is fixed. All my other ones slide, and I added that when I bought my trailer. It was like a $1,100 upgrade, but oh my God, does it ever save time every day and frustration. So anyway, I'm gonna move all these back so that these boards are lined up here. I can always slide that belt to adjust with the front. I can do the same here. I can slide this, see? I can slide that wherever I want. And this I'll adjust too. So I firmly believe that if Santa Claus is real, he'd be a little jealous. I really enjoy tarping, like I was saying. And you can't be grumpy about tarping, man. It's part of the job. If you don't want to be tarping, you shouldn't be hotshotting. You really shouldn't be hotshotting if you don't want to tarp, man. It's part of the job. It's like working at a soda factory and saying you don't like the smell of soda or carbonation. Like, what are you doing? You saw how I laid them out on, before I put the tarp on. So when I put the tarp on, I wasn't strapping blind. These are really, really, really flimsy, just little thin aluminum panels or pieces. And these are going to Fenway Park. All you Red Sox fans, I'm transporting this for y'all. Not really, it's more for my mortgage, but so these are going to Fenway, not a big deal. Like I said, tarping, some people try to add an extra $50 to a rate. It's all how you negotiate. I just negotiate the rate. The tarp is whatever, honestly, my angle is, if you don't like tarping, you probably won't take the load because you want too much. I'll take it for a tiny bit less because I enjoy this. I get a little bit of sweat, a little bit of exercise out of it. And listen, last but not least, but I want to say a big, honest and genuine, heartfelt shout out to Piglet. I never mention names on my channel. No, I'm not saying this because I'm partnering with the guy or he's going to dispatch for me, or I have nothing going on with the guy. Other than the fact that he was pivotal and extremely instrumental in my coming into this industry because of his YouTube channel. I binged on it like a lot of you do. And yeah, many people have different things to say about the guy. No, I'm not about to do it this video. I don't do that at all. You know my style by now. You know my MO. Much love, much respect, just giving respect due. I saw the guy's recent video. I don't even watch YouTube much anymore, at least not hotshot videos. But I did see a video where he said he quit hotshotting, and what he means is that he moved from the driver's seat to the administrator's seat. He's running the company now. He's bringing on drivers. He's got $1 million goal. Looks like he's about to crush that. Listen, he's showing you something that you need to know. Every viewer of this video and of anything related to hotshot needs to know. Your job is not to be in there long term. That's not your role. Your job is to get in there, learn this business, binge on these YouTube videos of all the good channels out there. There's a lot of them now. Binge on the business, binge on the information, learn as much as you can, operate successfully, become successful as a driver, and then figure out, what am I gonna do next to get out of this seat? That's your role. If you love driving, knock yourself out. Nothing wrong with driving for years. That's your prerogative. But if you're a hustler, you're a grinder, you're an entrepreneur, you should be finding a way out of that seat so you can still make money. Maybe you make a little less not being in the seat, but you have your time. And if you're a hustler, you're a grinder, you're an entrepreneur, that means you have your brain capacity back, your bandwidth back, which you can then focus on other things. If this is over your head, forward the video. If not, you hear me, and I respect you. Always multitasking. While they're unloading, I'm busy folding my tarp. Bungee's tidy, ready to go. Breaker bar ready to put up my straps. Tarp folded. I'm gonna put it right across here with this strap over it. Paperwork ready to go for him to sign. And there's my guy right there. Let's go. My favorite bridge. Love going over the Tappan Zee. This is actually a shortcut where you don't have to go over the GW. I'm almost done with that episode of Weekly Money. I'll put that up shortly. But this is beautiful architecture right here, crossing from New York into New Jersey, the inexpensive yet beautiful, beautiful way. The GW sucks. This is the way to do it. You really gotta love a nice symmetrical load. Nothing major, just a big piece of something. Not really my concern what it is. Tarp is nice and tight. I'm sleeping on this for the weekend. This is a smooth 750 right here. Time to pump the AC. Comfortable ride home. Probably jamming some 112 radio on Pandora, or maybe some Creed radio on Pandora, or some Drake radio on Pandora, or some Mark Anthony radio on Pandora, or some Mozart on Pandora. Let's see what I'm feeling when I get in here. That's it for the week. Happy Friday, happy weekend. I'm out. It's Friday. We shall be finishing up soon on Friday. If you hate my singing, you're just too grumpy, man. Loosen up. So chances are you're thinking, dude, did you even make any money this week? Because, I mean, really? Did you make any profit? That's a valid question. Let's run through the numbers real quick. So typically, my expenses are $1,000 a week. That covers my monthly truck, trailer, payments, insurance, and I give myself a $500 a week fuel budget. So $1,000 a week is typically what I take away from whatever I gross that week. I did $2,025 this week. I did a $900 load earlier in the week. I think that was Tuesday. I did $375 earlier today, and now I got $750 on the trailer. So I did $2,025 this week, right? That was my gross income for the week. I only spent $150 out of a $500 fuel budget. So $350 is left over, which I'm gonna pocket because I don't need to put it anywhere. That's just my way of budgeting it. So in reality, I made $2,025 from hauling loads. Add another $350 to that, I'm at $2,375 for income this week, right? Not bad at all. Now from that $2,375, I still have to pay the expenses I just listed. So that's gonna total $650 for this week. So $2,375 minus $650 for expenses this week means I profited $1,725 this week, and I worked 2 days. First and foremost, my website. Whether you're kicking tires and just want to know how the business works, or if you just want hardcore numbers on what your expenses would really be and how much money you can really make in this industry, there's a free course there for you. Or if you're at the stage where you're buying equipment or just trying to figure out what paperwork you need to start your new company properly, I got you covered. If you're anything like me and you need to know what to expect one step down the road before you even take that first step, I totally understand. And I've already put together an in-depth, super detailed course that's waiting for you there too. Go to my website, hotshottraining.com. There's several other free videos there for you as well. But listen, I'm not famous yet, so you can't just Google Hotshot Training and have me be the first thing in your search results. So go to your address bar, not the search bar, go to the address bar and put in hotshottraining.com there, and it'll take you straight to the website. Once you're there, you'll still be able to sign sign up for 30 days of free DAT Loadboard access. It's a great way to see what loads are paying and what's moving around you, even before you buy a truck and a trailer. You can also sign up for the Keep Truckin' ELD services that I've used from day one, and you'll also get a $100 Visa gift card in the process, but only if you use the links on the site. But what I'm most excited about is that my Money, Money, Money course is available to you for free. As I like to say, free 99 instead of the $600 retail price on the website. I'll explain what's in the course and also walk you through the couple steps to sign up with Task Factoring for factoring services and get the $600 course for free. Now let's face it, you're gonna sign up with a factoring company anyway in order to turn your delivered loads into cash. So you might as well A, sign up with one that somebody like me is vouching for, and B, you might as well get a $600 bonus out of the deal that's gonna help you make money rather than bang your head against the wall for the next 3 months or 6 months, or even save you from going out of business. Anyway, hotshottraining.com, check it out. There's a ton of stuff there for you, and it looks really damn good too. And on that note, let's dive into this week's Weekly Money.